What are the Patriots doing at defensive back? They've just released 7-year vet Kyle Arrington and now have lost their 3 top cornerbacks from last season. I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN Patriots reporter Mike Reiss. Mike, why release Arrington?
Well, the first thing I look at, Kerry, is the financial part of it. Arrington was scheduled to earn $3 million this season in base salary and count $4.62 million against the salary cap. And we've seen these moves made by the Patriots in the past where you look at it from the perspective of the position and say, wow, they have a lot of questions at the position. Why would they remove a player at a position where they have those questions? And really they're looking at it more from the financial perspective, saying, yes, we have those questions, but maybe this player financially isn't aligned with the role we envision for him, and we're going to just do a redo, if you will. And I think that's sort of my initial thought on this transaction.
A redo. So is there a chance that Kyle Arrington returns to play for the Patriots?
Well, I do think there's a chance. Kyle Arrington, one of the classy players to come through this locker room, and the initial sort of response to being informed that you know, he's being released, I think, from both sides is, hey, look, we might see each other down the road here. So, you know, there's no hard feelings, if you will. It's just the business. But, Kerry, you know, you look at that cornerback depth chart and you ask yourself, who's going to be lining up there? You know, there's no Darrelle Revis. There's no Brandon Browner. Kyle Arrington was really their top slot guy. So who's there? I mean, can Malcolm Butler, you know, the Super Bowl hero, sort of make that jump up to a starting level corner? They have Bradley Fletcher, who they signed from the Eagles, that they're hoping they can sort of turn his career around, if you will, because he hit a rough patch in Philly. But when he played prior to that rough patch, he was pretty good. Logan Ryan, Robert McClain, Chimdi Chekwa, and then a bunch of young, unproven players. So that cornerback spot for the Patriots right now, a lot of uncertainty there, a lot of questions, and the Patriots add sort of another level of uncertainty to that by informing Arrington that he'll be released.
Yeah, you mentioned all that uncertainty, the question marks. Bill Belichick has been creative in the past, moving Troy Brown, the wide receiver, to defensive back. Is there a chance we might see something creative like that coming up this season?
Well, that's a really, really insightful question, Kerry, because one thought I had was would he consider moving Devin McCourty, their safety, back to corner? You might recall when they drafted him in 2010 out of Rutgers, he was a corner, and that's where he played initially in his career and actually made a Pro Bowl early in his career. But then there was a little bit of a rough patch in 2012, and part of that was tied to some struggles the team had at safety when McCourty's play maybe dipped at corner a little bit, and that's when they moved McCourty to safety. So, you know, there's some flexibility. They have some versatile players, and McCourty being the guy at the top of the list to me that you look at and say, wow, if none of these guys at corner on the depth chart sort of rise up and perform the way the team hopes, maybe they do consider a move with McCourty from safety back to corner.
A lot of possibilities in New England. ESPN Patriots reporter Mike Reiss. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Kerry.
For the latest on the Patriots, be sure to check out the NFL Nation blog as well as ESPNBoston.com.